This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of MSPN Digital Television and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of MSPN Digital Television.
Turn it over to the broadcast booth for the pregame show on MSPN Digital Television.
It's state tournament time for the Fargo Post 400 Stars, and they got a familiar foe, a team that they split with on the road this season, and now they come back to Williston to play them again in the first round of the state tournament. It's the Williston Keybirds coming in at 18-29, and the Fargo Post 400 Stars coming in at 27-14. Your starting lineups and much more coming up next here on MSPN Digital Television. Stay tuned.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level in my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
Andy's of Fargo ND is your local online store where you can find something for everyone. Check out multiple items from the carry-all collection. You can also pick out that perfect sign to add to the decor of your family room, kitchen, bedroom, or even your cubicle at work. Be sure to take a peek at the odds and ends, where you will find all the little treasures that are simply too good to miss. Mandy's of Fargo ND accepts multiple forms of safe and secure payment options. Still not sure what to get? How about a gift card? Visit online at mandysoffargond.com today, where you can find something for everyone.
The Williston Baseball Committee, Mr. Gary Scarpole, to recite the American Legion Baseball Code of Sportsmanship. Repeat after me. I will keep the rules, keep faith with my teammates, keep my temper, keep myself fit, keep a stout heart in defeat, keep my pride under in victory. Keep a sound soul, a clean mind, and a healthy body. Thank you. Let's play baseball.
All right, no national anthem in this game because they did it in the previous game.
At first base is Mr. Andy General. At third base is Nick Coulis. And behind the plate is Andrew Fisher.
All right, so Fisher's your home plate umpire, and Nick Coulis is at second base. And Andy, I forgot the last name, General, it's like spelled General, but it's not pronounced that way. So he's at first base. So those are your umpires for today's game. And your starting pitcher here for the Fargo Post 400 Stars is going to be number 11, Ashton Renas. Around the bases, you got Caleb Blanchette behind the plate catching. Gus Wermeyer at first, Matt Bryant at second, Caleb Christensen at short. Ethan Dahl at third, Gunnar Majerus in left field, Kane Mathiasen in center field, and Gus Pankratz in right field. Your batting lineup for the Williston Keybirds: 1, 2, and 3. Left fielder Maxine, pitcher Chase Collins, center fielder Eden Mortensen. Middle of the order, 4, 5, and 6. First baseman Connor Ekblad, right fielder Garrett Solberg, shortstop Bridger Johnson. The bottom of the order at 7, 8, and 9 is the catcher Cullen McCouston, second baseman Justin Ergens, and the third baseman Ashton Nikoloff. These teams have played 3 times this season already. Doubleheader in Williston, there was split. Stars won the first one, 6-3. The Keybirds won the second one, 7-6. Walk-off bottom of the 7th on Tuesday, July 1st. And then fast forward 11 days, these two teams play again in the Bozeman tournament. That's the tournament that the Fargo Post 400 Stars went undefeated in and won. And in that streak of undefeated games, they defeated the Williston Keybirds by the score of 8-6 in that particular contest. So what we learned from those 3 games is you're going to see at least 3 runs by both teams in this game. At least if the pattern continues. Now watch, we might have a pitcher's duel or something like that, and there'll be like a 1-0 contest, or I don't know. I can't say for sure, but we are ready to go here in the top of the first. Once again, Maxine will be the first batter here for Williston. Broadcast coverage of the Stars and Keybirds brought to you by Mandy's of Fargo, ND. Frank's Lounge, FM Convention and Visitors Bureau, Doolittle's Woodfire Grill, Sweet Shots, Marvin Windows and DMN Industries, along with TCI Insurance, Buffalo Wild Wings, and Vic's Lounge. And the first pitch is outside at 7:24 p.m. for 1 ball and no strikes. Here to the batter, Maxine. Once again, Ashton Renus is the starting pitcher. That one is going out into right field, and that one will be snagged under the glove of Gus Pankratz, and it's 1 out here for the Stars on the Keybirds.
Brings up the pitcher, number 3, Chase Collins.
Good starter, Chase.
Stars 27-14 coming into this game. Keybirds 18-29 overall record. And this one is sent up into left field, and it will go all the way to the fence and drop foul for a strike, 0-1. The Mandan Chiefs were able to hold off Fargo Post 2. 4-2, the final score in the game right before this one. So congratulations to the Mandan Chiefs. And that one will miss for a strike, and it's 0-1 now here to Chase Collins. So it's a pitcher versus pitcher battle between Collins and Renus. The winner of this game has West Fargo in the 7:30 game tomorrow. So we welcome the West Fargo fans who are coming in, and West Fargo's been a thorn in the Fargo Post 400 side pretty much all season. They did split the conference doubleheader, but in non-conference games, Stars lost them all. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And that's a tip foul cut for the second out. Eden Mortensen, the batter now here for Williston. Renus winds and delivers. Inside edge for a strike, 0-1. Once again, 2 away, and that is strike 2. So a couple of nice pitches there from Ashton Renus to build up an 0-2 count. Now he has a pitch or 2 to work with if he wants to go in or outside, either to jam him up or make him chase. Here's the 0-2, and he'll go high and to the outside, and he did not chase, and it'll be 1 ball, 2 strikes as a result here. Once again, Gus Wermeyer at first, Matt Bryant at second, Caleb Christensen, the shortstop, Ethan Dahl at third. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the pitch. And a ground ball headed out towards Christensen. He'll scoop it up, fire it over, bang, out number 3. And that puts an end to the top of the first. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on, and the Stars come to bat next. I had to think about that for a second. When we return after this here on MSPN Digital Television.
Mandy's of Fargo, ND is your local online store where you can find something for everyone. Check out multiple items from the carry-all collection. You can also pick out that perfect sign to add to the decor of your family room, kitchen, bedroom, or even your cubicle at work. Be sure to take a peek at the odds and ends, where you will find all the little treasures that are simply too good to miss. Mandy's of Fargo, ND accepts multiple forms of safe and secure payment options. Still not sure what to get? How about a gift card? Visit online at mandysoffargond.com today, where you can find something for everyone.
Welcome back to Raybon Field here in Williston. Full day 1 and game 6 of the state tournament, and game 7 and 8 of the state tournament we played here at Raybon Field as well. We do have the potential risk of a storm rolling through here tonight, and if that were to happen, then we might have even more than game 7 and 8 here. Had a little bit of a 2-3 minute rainfall come earlier this afternoon, but nothing to brag about really. Matt Bryant, the batter now, here for the Fargo Post 400 Stars. Bryant settles in. Your starting pitcher is Chase Collins here for, and strike 1 is called. Chase Collins pitching. You got Colin McCouston catching. You got Connor Ekblad at first. Justin Ergens at second. That one will go into the backstop for a ball, 1-1. At shortstop is Bridger Johnson. Ashton Nikoloff is manning the third base bag at the hot corner, and Max Heen in left, Garrett Solberg in right, and Eden Mortensen in center field. 1-1. Spins out of the way. 2 balls and a strike here to Matt Bryant. Once again, the Stars are 27-14. Keybird's 18-29 coming into this contest. Matt Bryant's going to send this one into center field. Should be an easy catch for Mortensen, and it is. And that is out number 1. So Matt Bryant will fly out into center field, and that will bring us to Kane Mathiasen. Mathiasen will see that pitch float in a little bit too high for his liking, and he'll take ball 1 as a result. And the 1-0. There's a strike. Nice pitch there from Chase Collins. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. No runners on. On deck, here's Caleb Christensen for the Stars. And Mathiasen will swing and miss. Strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes with 1 out now here for Kane Mathiasen. Once again, Caleb Christensen awaits in the on-deck circle. We'll see him for sure. We'll see if we get any deeper into the Stars lineup or not. Here's the lineup and the 1-2 delivery, and that's a hard hit ball towards second base, and a 4-3 ground out. Ergens to Ekblad for out number 2. Caleb Christensen now has a home run this season, one of 5 Fargo Post 400 Stars players to have a home run this season, and we'll see if anybody can hit a home run in this tournament or not. We had one almost, Fargo Post 2, but it went to the fence, and Mandan made a fantastic running catch on that one to prevent it. It wouldn't have been a home run anyway. It would have hit like the top of the fence, but the catch made it, kind of took that part of it away from it all. The catch made the moment, we'll say. One ball, 1 strike to Caleb Christensen. That catch I was just referring to, it's going to wind up in our tape deck section on our YouTube channel here when I get a chance to do so. You don't get plays like that very often, and when you do, they got to go up. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Not to jinx anything here, but teams in black uniforms at this year's state tournament are undefeated. So that's Mandan at 1-0. And that one is fouled away. Two-two pitch, and this is a ground ball out towards Ergens, and he'll pick it up and complete the 4-3. So a 1-2-3 inning for the Stars, and we have 6 up and 6 down in the first inning of play here. It's the Keybirds and Stars. It's 0-0 on the Mandy's of FargoND.com scoreboard. We're back with more in a moment. Stay tuned.
Don't miss a stolen base or home run on the road to Shelby. Catch live broadcasts of all 15 games of the Central Plains Regional Tournament from Starion Bank Field in Fargo right here, exclusively on MSPN Digital Television.
Welcome back, 0-0 after 1 inning of play here at Raybon Field.
Go, Connor! For the Keybirds in the top of the second inning. First baseman, number 15, Connor Ekblad.
Find the gap, bud.
First pitch is in for a ball here. Two balls and 1 strike. So I was checking a few things in the background there. My apologies. Connor Ekblad is the batter. And Ekblad right into the glove of Ethan Dahl at third base in the hot corner there. And that will be out number 1. Nice play by Ethan Dahl. That was not an easy play to make, but Dahl made the play.
Right fielder, number 8, Garrett Solberg.
Garrett Solberg, everything he puts at the Stars goes to left field. Mount one to the right side off the home plate, marking out a play for a strike. 0-1. But this season, whether it's a hit, fly out, or a ground out, it's all to the third base left field side when he plays the Stars. 0-2 the count now here to Garrett Solberg. Bridger Johnson is on deck here for the Keybirds. And the pitch, 0-2, a ground ball. Can he get there? No, he cannot. They'll sneak into center field, and Solberg has a base hit and a runner on for Williston.
Go, Bridger. Keep it going.
And now bring up the aforementioned Bridger Johnson now. 1 out.
Back for Williston, shortstop, number 7, Bridger Johnson.
Renas with pitch 18. Right down Main Street, strike 1. And a ground ball. Rice grabbed there by Gus Wermeyer. He'll step on the bag, and that'll be an unassisted ground out for Gus Wermeyer at first, and that will move Solberg up to second. But still a nice play. It puts out 2 on the board. So you got a diving catch at third by Ethan Dahl, and now another one at first by Gus Wermeyer. Colin McCouston, the batter now. And that one is in for a strike, 0-1.
Come on, Colin, bring the Brown.
McCouston has pumped one out of the park against the Stars this season as well. It was a deep shot to right field. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
Go, Colin, you got this.
Riker Zeitz, thanks for tuning in, chiming in on the chat. Certainly appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast, and big win for your team today. Congratulations on that. One ball and 2 strikes to count now here to McCouston. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on second base here is Garrett Solberg. Renis will set, deliver the 2-2. Fouled off, and we'll stay at 2-2.
Let's go, QB. Bring him in.
And another 2-2 pitch. And that one's fouled off as well. Back-to-back fouled off pitches on back-to-back 2-2 tosses.
Lots of confidence, lots of confidence.
Renis does not like the first signal he got from Blanchette. Now he'll set on the second signal, take a peek back at Solberg, deliver, and swing and a miss for a strikeout. And that will also strand Solberg on base and put an end to the top of the second. They do get a hit, and that's about it. We'll be back with more in a moment. Stay tuned.
Don't miss a stolen base or home run on the road to Shelby. Catch live broadcasts of all 15 games of the Central Plains Regional Tournament from Starion Bank Field in Fargo right here, exclusively on MSPN Digital Television.
Just off 52nd Avenue South in Prairie Grove is your neighborhood South Fargo spot, Frank's Lounge. Frank's Lounge offers a fun, comfortable atmosphere and daily food specials you can view right as you walk in. Kristen says,
Love Frank's, our go-to place when we have company get-togethers, and always get the best service. We would definitely recommend. We love Frank's Lounge.
Frank's Lounge is open daily, and kids, when accompanied by an adult, are welcome all day, Sunday through Tuesday, and until 3:30 p.m. the rest of the week. Don't forget to take home a Frank's Lounge t-shirt or hat. Frank's Lounge, 2640 52nd Avenue South in Fargo. Stop in tonight.
Welcome back to Raybon Field here in Williston, North Dakota. It's the Stars and the Keybirds meeting for the 4th time this season. The Stars have taken 2 of the previous 3. The Keybirds took the lone win in walk-off fashion, and as they were able to battle back from I think it was like a 5 or 6 run deficit, and they ended up walking them off. It was a pretty remarkable comeback there for the Keybirds in that particular contest. So here's battle number 4 now here, and Gus Pankratz is the batter. Jim tuning back in from Denver, North Carolina, and Leo and Mora, Gus's favorite great aunt and uncle, watching from West Wendover, Nevada. Go Stars is what Leo and Mora say. So thank you for tuning in, Jim, Leo, and Mora. That one's outside for ball 2. So 2 balls and no strikes here to Gus Pankratz. No score, 1 hit on the board. That goes to Williston. The Keybirds also left 1 runner on base. And that will be a strike. So 2-1 the count now here to Gus Pankratz. And there's a strike. 2-2. 2-2 pitch. And that one will skip away, and we'll have a full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes now here to Gus Pankratz. Chase Collins approaching 20 pitches. This next one will be his 19th. And we're in the bottom of the second already. Even though he retired the Stars 1, 2, 3 in the top of the first, or in the bottom of the first, he still threw quite a few pitches. And that one skits off the knee of Justin Ergens into center field, and Pankratz will reach base. We'll see how they score that one. I'm leaning error, but you could also lean hit. And they do indeed put it up on the board as a hit.
Batting for post 400, first baseman number 19, Gus Warmeyer.
Trudy says, go Stars, go Ashton. Thanks for tuning in, Trudy. Steve, I'll get to your answer, or the answer to your question after we come back from the next commercial break, because it's a little bit too long to answer during action. So I'll get to that. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count here to Gus Warmeyer. And Warmeyer to center field will low line drive out for the first down.
Batting for the Stars, designated hitter number 2, Colby Hansen.
And there's Colby Hansen coming to the plate now here for Fargo Post 400. Once again, I want to thank everybody who's tuned in, not only to this game, but all of the games today, whether your team won or lost. Outside of that factor, we hope that you enjoyed each broadcast of the game. That is in for a strike. 0-1. And this is a hard hit ball, and diving for it was Bridger Johnson, but he could not secure it in his glove. Since he was diving, they will charge it as an error. And I sort of agree with that, but you're not supposed to charge an error to a diving player, but then again, he should have had that in his glove, so it's kind of a gray area there on whether it's a hit or an error.
Gunnar Majarius.
So the error will be charged to the shortstop. And Gunnar Majerus will be the next batter here. So runners on first and second here for the Stars. And the pitch in for strike 1. Nice cool breeze here in Williston, North Dakota. Currently cloudy and 73, forecasted high of 77. I don't think we got there. I think the highest I've seen all day was 75. One ball, 1 strike. I remember in that first game, I made a reference to Joe Nichols' song, Sunny in 75. So that is how I know that we haven't exceeded 75 yet today. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 2 runners on. And that is going to be a base hit. 1 bounce, rounding third, Gus Pankratz. He's going to come home, and into third is Colby Hansen. Gunnar Majerus has himself an RBI single, and the Stars strike first. It's 1-0 Fargo Post 400 on the Mandy's of FargoND.com scoreboard. So Gunnar Majerus gets the RBI single out into right center field. It scores Gus Pankratz from third, and Colby Hansen pushes on the gas pedal to get to third, to put runners on the corners. Strike 1 called there to Caleb Blanchette, who's the batter. So once again, Colby Hansen on third, Gunnar Majerus on first. Your runners on here. And an 0-1 count here to Caleb Blanchette. And they're going to go for the squeeze, and it's going to work out. Blanchette will get thrown out, and the run will score. Colby Hansen makes it 2-0, and Majerus moves up to second. So the squeeze play worked here for Caleb Blanchette and the Stars, as he'll get an RBI ground out on that play. I think that's the first squeeze attempt we've seen in the tournament.
Baseball fans, there will be a state AA tournament social at River's Edge Bar and Grill Party Room. That will be happening tonight and tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Sponsored by the American Legion Post 37. All Brahmin fans, parents, tournament officials, workers are welcome to attend. Food and snacks will be available for all.
All right, so now after I get all that entered into my stat book, the conference to the mound comes to a conclusion. 2-0 lead here for Fargo Post 400 in the bottom of the second.
Batting for Fargo, third baseman number 9, Ethan Dahl.
Ethan Dahl steps up to the plate with Majerus standing on second base, 2 away now here in the bottom of the second. Stars the home team on the scoreboard, so they'll bat in the bottom half of the inning. For those who did not know that, which I'm presuming is very few of you, but now you know if you didn't know. 1 ball, no strike. The 1-0 delivery as it gets a little bit windy here, and that one did stay in the strike zone. Now, no thanks in part to the wind that could have easily pushed it out into the right side batter's box and potentially into the backstop. And what a mess that would have been if that were to occur. 1 ball, 1 strike though. There is strike 2. Well, I'll hold that thought until between innings, actually. And that one's fouled away into the uphill portion into the street. And it'll remain a 1-2 count. One side, Miranda says, let's go Hansen. And then Trudy says, watching from Mesa, I'm assuming that's Arizona. Little bunt down there, and that will cancel out the inning. So Trudy watching from Mesa, Arizona, where the high was 111 today, and currently it's 108 in Mesa, Arizona. My uncle used to live in Mesa, so that's why I'm assuming it's Mesa, Arizona. But we'll take a break, and we'll find out if I'm right or wrong when we return from the break here in a little bit. Stars leave 1 stranded, but they get 2 across the plate on a pair of hits on 1 Keybird's error. We'll talk again soon here on MSPN Digital Television.
American Legion Baseball. A winning tradition since 1925. Thousands of young athletes have participated, and countless lives have been changed.
And that was the fun part of summer ball and Legion was we just played. At that stage, I think everything's so pure. You're just wanting to play ball. I would 100% recommend it.
Legion Baseball is one of many programs of the American Legion, supporting our children, our military, and their families. Find out more about how we continue to serve America.
All right, welcome back. Justin Ergens is the batter. And Steve, I have not forgotten about your question. Strike 1. So you ask, what is a Keybird? Well, there's a radio station here called Keys Radio, and that's kind of how the name Keybirds came about here for the Williston Legion team. And if I had more time to elaborate more on that, I would. But right now, we got some balls and strikes to call. So it's not an actual real bird, it's a fictional bird, but it's still pretty cool bird, and a pretty cool logo, and it kind of reminds me of the Baltimore Orioles almost. Only their logo is a little bit different.
For the Keepers, third baseman number 5, Ashton Nicholas.
Start something, Ashton.
If anybody from Williston can help Steve out and elaborate further from what I just said, by all means, go for it. That pitch will go in for a strike, 0-1. B. Hernandez says, let's go Keybirds from the Bernal family in Texas. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate that. Wish whatever team you're cheering for, the best of luck in today's contest and throughout the duration of the tournament as well. No balls and 2 strikes. If you put something in the chat, I will eventually make note of it and give you a tiny little shout out or whatever is deserved. So feel free to fill it up. I'll check I don't have it sitting right in front of me, but I do check it maybe once every half inning. This is a fly ball on to center field, and that is caught easily there by Kane Mathiasen, and that is out number 2.
Brings up top of the order, left fielder number 1, Max A.
So 33 pitches for Arenas through 9 batters. So he's averaging just under 4 pitches per batter through the first 9. As Maxine was the first one to fly out as we reach the 30-minute mark of the ball game here with 2 gone in the top of the 3rd. Ground ball heading out towards Matt Bryant. He'll pick it up, fire it into the glove of Weremeyer, and that is out number 3. So it's another 1-2-3 inning for Williston here, and it'll be the Stars come to bat next when we return after this. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Doolittle's Wood-Fired Grill is an experience that ignites your senses, featuring wood-fired rotisserie cooking. Grilling meat over an open flame creates that savory wood-roasted flavor, while the rotisserie rotation results in juicy and succulent meats. Doolittle's even has an outdoor fire pit that creates a relaxing setting to wine and dine for any occasion. Visit DoolittlesRestaurants.com for a full menu or to make a reservation. Doolittle's Wood-Fire Grill, 2112 25th Street South in Fargo, or call ahead at 701-478-2200.
All right, welcome back. Steve, I got a little bit of an update for you during the commercial break there. Spoke to one of the guys who has a history here in Williston, and he told me that at one point the Williston Legion baseball team was on the verge of not making it. And that radio station that I told you about earlier kicked in some cash to make the team stay and make them successful, and now here they are in the state tournament, and they have definitely gone up the ladder over the last few years. There's no doubt about that.
Leading off for Fargo at the bottom of the 3rd inning. Second baseman number 1, Matthew Bryant.
Matt Bryant's 0 for 1. He'll fly out to Mortensen in center field. Takes the first pitch for a ball. It's 1-0. One ball and 1 strike. And the pitch. And a ground ball to 3rd. And it's knocked down by Nikoloff. Can he get it over there in time? No, he cannot. It'll be an infield hit. That's how I'm scoring it, even if that's not how they score it, because that's an infield hit. And they did put an error up on the board, but I am going to hold my ground. That's a base hit. You don't charge an error to a diving player. I'm sorry. It's the #1 rule. An error is charged to a player that has complete control of what's going on. And when you're in midair going to the left or right, you don't have complete control of what's going on. So that is a base hit, according to my definition and my book. So we'll go with it. And if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong, and I'll own up to it. But that is a strike, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike now here to Kane Mathiasen. He grounded out to Ergens, the second baseman, last time he was at the plate. Tyler says go Colby, CC, which is Caleb Christensen, and Maddie, which is Matt Bryant, for the Stars. And he says that cheer is coming from the guys in Riley's Acres, which, if memory serves me correctly, I believe that's in the North Fargo area. Correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe it's somewhere else, but 1 ball and 2 strikes to count now here to Kane Mathiasen. Also, Derek says that Shane Huzar, which is a West Fargo guy, has a mounted keyboard in his office made out of mahogany and plywood. And Kelly says shout out to the keyboards from an alumni bird. So thanks for tuning in, Kelly. And Derek, let's see here. Hang on 1 second. And that one is hit high all the way. It'll be a ground rule double. It bounces over the fence. Matt Bryant will move to third, and Kane Mathiasen on second. It'll go into the books as a base hit, because that's what the ground rule double is a base hit. So second and third here for the Stars.
Number 6, Caleb Christensen.
So Shane Huzar has the mounted keyboard that I just told you about. I want to say happy birthday to Shane Canadian Lightning Huzar. He's in the Williston area as West Fargo's playing in the tournament. That one will drop for a base hit. Here comes Matt Bryant. Kane Mathiasen's rounding third. The throw's on the way. The throw back up to second won't be there. No throw will be made. Caleb Christensen has himself a 2-run RBI double. I don't know if I gave that birthday wish justice there, so I'm going to do it again. Shane, Canadian Lightning Huzar, happy birthday, happy birthday, buddy. The Huzar family is here cheering on West Fargo, as Trey Huzar is part of that West Fargo Patriots team. And speaking of the West Fargo Patriots, they get the winner of this game here. And right now, early on in the third inning, that winner is emerging a little bit. But like I said, there's still a lot to play here. And if we've learned one thing about these two teams, is that it's not over until it's actually over. Stars had I'd have to look up the stats. I can't recall from memory. I think they were leading by 6 going into the bottom of the 7th, and I made a comment that the Keyboards had to score 7 or it was over, and they ended up scoring 7 and won the game. So, like I said, 4-0 lead is a good start, but I wouldn't say it's a comfortable lead just yet. Strike one. Pankratz is 1 for 1. He singled last time he was at the plate. Steve, Ashton Renas is not in the batting lineup. Wait, I take that back. Yes, he is. He's not in the batting lineup, but he is pitching. So the first out on the ground out will push Caleb Christensen to third.
Brings up first baseman number 19, Gus Wermeyer.
And it also brings Gus Wermeyer to home plate to bat. He had the low line drive fly out to Ian Mortensen in center field last time he was at the plate. So yes, Steve, Ashton Arenas is playing. He is the starting pitcher for the Stars today. That one, nice block there by McCouston to keep it in front of him and keep Christensen at third base. Turns into a ball. It's 1-0, excuse me, here. And that one's hit up high. And it will be caught in foul territory. Nice job there by Maxine. And tagging on third is Caleb Christensen. And it's 5-0. Now here's the twist on that one. If Maxine would have let that drop foul, it would have been 1 ball, 1 strike, and it would still be a 4-0 ball game. Because Caleb Christensen would not have been allowed to tag on that. Instead, it turns into a sacrifice fly. So they do get an out instead of a strike, but they give up a run in the process. So, you know, shuffle that all and sort it out and see what you like and what you don't like, I guess. But that's just one possible scenario of that particular outcome. So 2 away, Colby Hansen the batter now, 1 ball, 1 strike. And that one's fouled away and out of play, and wow, he nailed it. Like, he didn't hit a fence or anything, and it went all the way across the street. It went through the gate, it went between the 2 blue porta potties, and it went around the red pickup truck. And that's impressive. I'll give credit where credit's due there. Colby Hansen reached on an error last time he was at the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And Colby Hansen will send this one into left center field. He'll drop for a base hit. He's going to try for a double. He's going to get there because Eden Mortensen, I don't know if he tripped on something, and now he's going to go in for a triple and head for a slide. He's in. And Nikoloff was able to stop it on the side there just in the nick of time. Colby Hansen gets a triple out of the play. And they rule that as a hit.
For the Stars,
Gunnar Majerus now. Jim says, looking good, Stars. Keep the foot on the gas pedal. I may have added the pedal part, but strike 1. At least, yeah, it was, okay. 0-1, 41 minutes into the ball game now. Colby Hansen is on. And that will hit him. And runners on the corners now. Here's Caleb Blanchette.
Catcher number 5, Caleb Blanchette.
Blanchette got a RBI on a squeeze play on a bunt with his teammate on third. Will they try and pull it off again here? Or if they do, would Williston be ready for it? Strike 1. And strike 2. Couple of nice pitches there from Chase Collins. 2 away, runners on the corners for the Stars. They lead 5-0 here, 2 away in the bottom of the third. That will be strike 3. They'll leave 2 on base, and that will take care of the third inning of play. They get 3 runs on 3 hits. And 1 Williston error. I need to add that 1 Williston error to the scoreboard there. They should have 2, and now they have 2. Okay, and that is correct. They have 2. The scoreboard and maybe Game Changer shows 3 because depending on who's scoring the Game Changer, but I guarantee you it's only 2. I am so confident in that. All right, we'll take a break. We'll be back in a moment. Stay tuned.
Here's your chance to support MSPN Digital Television in one of 3 ways. First, everyone can subscribe to the MSPN YouTube channel absolutely free. Second, individuals and families can choose one of 3 monthly YouTube memberships. Third, local businesses can choose one of 2 monthly YouTube sponsorships. Visit our YouTube channel and look for and click the Join button to select the option that's best for you. For more information or to get answers to your questions about MSPN memberships and sponsorships, give us a call today at 701-491-6776.
Doolittle's Wood-Fired Grill is an experience that ignites your senses, featuring wood-fired rotisserie cooking. Grilling meat over an open flame creates that savory wood-roasted flavor, while the rotisserie rotation results in juicy and succulent meats. Doolittle's even has an outdoor fire pit that creates a relaxing setting to wine and dine for any occasion. Visit DoolittlesRestaurants.com for a full menu or to make a reservation. Doolittle's Wood-Fired Grill, 2112 25th Street South in Fargo, or call ahead at 701-478-2200.
All right, welcome back. This is Chase Collings at the plate, and strike 1. Collins 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time he was at the plate. That was called a strike. They have a ball on the scoreboard, but I'm confident it was a strike. I'm confident in a lot of things today. That'll be a confident catch in center field for Kane Mathiasen for out number 1.
Let's go, E! Brings up center field number 9, Eden Mortensen.
Jim says he's not in entire agreement on that third strike call at the end of the previous inning. So it could have gone either way. It did look a little bit low, but once again, that strike zone usually in the knee to elbow area, and it was right at the knees. So, like I said, it could go either way. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count now here to Eden Mortensen. Center fielder for Williston. Connor Ekblad is on deck. Mortensen, the 3-batter, and that one goes to left field. And that is all the way to the fence. And that will be a stand-up double for Eden Mortensen.
Connor! Batting for Williston, first baseman number 15, Connor Ekblad.
Connor Ekblad's 0 for 1, grounded out to Ethan Dahl on a 5-3 last time he was at the plate. That was that play where Ethan Dahl made the diving stop and then still got it over to first in time. Fly ball, center field, and on the run, diving for it, and he made the catch. Oh my goodness, or did he make the catch? Yeah, he did. Eden Mortensen went way back to second base. That was a superb catch by Kane Mathiasen in center field.
Right fielder number 8, Garrett Solberg. Let's go, Garrett. Pick him up, buddy. Let's go.
I don't know with center fielders at the state tournament this year, but they're making some fantastic plays out there. Garrett Solberg is the batter, 0-1 now. He's 1 for 1. He's singled out into left center just over the head of Caleb Christensen, the shortstop, last time he was at the plate. And this one blocked nicely by Blanchette, keeps you in front of him. 1 ball and 1 strike. The count here to Garrett Solberg. One on the way here. That one's fouled away, 1-2. And a congratulations goes out to Derek Dinger, who won the West Fargo's vegan hot dog eating contest held on June 10th. Derek is a true pioneer. Way to go, Derek. I don't know if I'd like those kind of hot dogs, but maybe I'll try one someday. Base hit into left field. Rounding third is Eden Mortensen. He will come in and score, and the Keybirds get one on the board. The throw to first, not in time, and he's safe, so we'll go into the books as an RBI single for Garrett Solberg, and it is 5-1 now here on the Mandy's of FargoND.com scoreboard.
Batting for Williston, shortstop number 7, Bridger Johnson.
Bridger Johnson 0 for 1, grounded out to second base last time he was at the plate. Strike one. Once again, the batter is Bridger Johnson. Runner goes, and that one is sent up into center field. And that one is caught easily there by Kate Mathiasen as well. And that will take care of this ending of play. They leave one on base, and we go to the bottom of the fourth. Right after this, here on MSPN Digital Television, we'll see the bats of Ethan Dahl, Matt Bryant, and Kane Mathiasen right after this. Stay tuned.
Hey, great party. Oh, thanks. Here you go. 1 hamburger, medium well.
This is well done.
No. That's medium well.
What? Are you calling me a liar? This thing is practically burned.
That's it. You're not gonna come to my house and tell me how to cook a hamburger.
You wouldn't do it there.
That'd be crazy.
So don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
Sweet Shots is Fargo's premier golf entertainment destination. Sweet Shots will host your birthday, bachelorette party, corporate events, date nights, or a night out with friends and family. Need help with your golf game? Visit with one of Sweet Shots' PGA teaching pros. Hungry? They have a full food and beverage menu too. Try your shot in one of 60 climate control hitting suites or one of 5 indoor full swing simulators that include golf, hockey, hunting, football, soccer, and zombie dodgeball. Make the trip to 3400 James Way South in Fargo or visit sweetshots.com for much more. Welcome back to Raybon Field here, and it's Ethan Dahl who will lead it off for the Stars. Raybon Field, named after Phil Raybon, who was the first ever baseball coach at Williston State, coaching the Tetons, and during his time here, he also put together the first ever women's basketball camp, and at the time he did that, it was the only basketball camp available in the entire state of North Dakota. So with those two things and possibly a few more accolades, they decided to give the honor of naming this field after him, and it is a nice field. So I would presume that Phil is a nice guy, even though I haven't met him yet. 1 ball and 1 strike, the count. Actually, 2 balls and a strike. I missed a pitch there while I was chit-chatting about the field name. And another one, that is an error. I will put that one into the error category.
Batting for the Stars.
Back to the top of the order now. And there's a strike. And we're at 0-1 now here to Matt Bryant, who's 1 for 2. Fly out and a single. Kelly, I see your comment about the hot dogs. I have a response, but I need a little bit more time. So maybe coming out of the next commercial break, you'll be interested in what I have to say. Matter of fact, anybody who's watched at least 5 broadcasts this year on MSPN will be interested in what I have to say, and you can thank Kelly for reminding me to bring it up. 1 ball, 1 strike. And a hard hit ball. Nice grab by Ekblad at first. Up to second. They cannot complete the throw there. Matt Bryant's out, but Ethan Dahl makes it to second, and that puts out 1 on the board. That brings up Kane Mathiasen now. Actually, it'll bring out the Williston coach. So, with that said, we got a little bit of time, and I want to show you all this. So, if you watch the very first broadcast between the Stars and Grand Forks back in like June 3rd or 4th, something to that effect, we announced that we were doing the burger rankings. And Kelly suggests that when the tourney moves to Offutt Stadium, that fans will be able to experience one of the best concession stands available to Legion baseball fans. Now, I didn't rank the entire concession stand, but I did rank the hamburgers in Williston, hands down, out of the ballpark, #1 for best value. Fargo Post 400 comes in #2 for second best value, and that's not because I have any connection to Fargo Post 400. That's truly how I feel about the burgers there. So there you go. There you get. Those are the final rankings here. As we come back to action. But you know, I can get a double cheeseburger for $8 with onions, pickles, ketchup, and it is, and the bun is toasted. And it is absolutely, without question, the best hamburger of all 10 concession stands of Legion baseball in North Dakota. So like I said, I can't speak for the entire concession stand, but I can speak for the Williston cheeseburgers. That is out of play. Matter of fact, I had one of those double cheeseburgers before this game started. Like, I finished it maybe 2 minutes before I hit go on air. Two balls and 2 strikes. Two and 2 here to Kane Mathiasen. 5-1 game here in favor of the Stars in the bottom of the 4th. Runner on second is Ethan Dahl. And the pitch. That will skip into the dirt for ball 3. Now, one of our other buddies from Post 400, and somebody that I've known personally for, gosh, got to be going on 11 or 12 years now, possibly. Brad says that next year we should rank the hot dogs instead of the hamburger cheeseburgers. So now that Kelly's talking about hot dogs, maybe that's exactly what we'll do next season. And I suppose it doesn't hurt to get one tomorrow and maybe get an idea, and then I can like do pre-rankings going into the season. Like, this is the projected winner. We'll see if they actually become the winner, but that one's fouled off to the other side, and we stay tight at 3-2 for the last couple of pitches here. And that'll be a walk. Runners on first and second. That'll bring up Caleb Christensen. So Derek says that Joel Finn, who was a member of the 1996 Williston tennis team, is currently suffering a pair of broken wrists in a bicycle accident. So we wish him the best of luck in recovery in that. And thanks for bringing that to our attention, and hope everything works out for the best there, Derek. And there's a strike, 0-1. And that one's hit up high. Does it have the distance? No, it does not. Maxine has it in his glove, though. And that's out number 2.
Batting for Post 400 right fielder, number 35, Gus Pankratz.
So runners stay put on first and second. Gus Pankratz comes to the plate now with 2 gone as we're 2 minutes in front of the 1 hour mark of the ball game here in the bottom of the 4th. The winner of this plays 7:30 tomorrow night against West Fargo, and a shot right back at Collins. Stopped there by Ergens to get the out at second. That strands 2 runners on base. A nice play by Ergens. He makes a diving stop and then a quick flip to Bridger Johnson for the out on Kane Mathiasen at second. And that takes care of the inning. We remain at 5-1 here on the Mandy's of FargoND.com scoreboard after that great play. And we'll take a break and come back with more here as the Keybirds come to bat right after this.
Make your home your retreat. Fill your favorite spaces with fresh air, warm sunlight, and calming connections with the outdoors. Marvin Windows and Doors are designed to promote happier, healthier spaces in your home. At D&M Industries, we will walk you through how the beauty, thoughtful design features, and unparalleled performance of Marvin products can help you feel better in your home. Visit our D&M Industries showroom in Moorhead today.
Here's your chance to support MSPN Digital Television in one of 3 ways. First, everyone can subscribe to the MSPN YouTube channel absolutely free. Second, individuals and families can choose one of 3 monthly YouTube memberships. Third, local businesses can choose one of 2 monthly YouTube sponsorships. Visit our YouTube channel and look for and click the Join button to select the option that's best for you. For more information, or to get answers to your questions about MSPN memberships and sponsorships, give us a call today at 701-491-6776.
Welcome back, Gus Pink, I'm sorry, wrong team. Colin McCouston, and hopefully I said that right. John Cole, who is the NBC guy here in Williston. He was here earlier with the camera taking highlights of the game and had to go back to the station to cut him up to get ready for the newscast. But he was like, it's Colin McCouston. And I thought that's what I'd been saying the whole time, but maybe I wasn't saying that. But he's gone, so I can't confirm now that he's coming up to bat here. Outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Colin McCouston. 0 for 1, struck out swinging. Justin Ergens and Ashton Nikoloff. Batters 7, 8, and 9 in the Williston lineup here in the bottom half, or the top of the 5th. It should say top of the 5th. And that one is caught for an out.
Go, Justin. Batting for the Keybirds, second baseman number 23, Justin Ergens.
All right, a little small ball down the first base line, and Arenas will take it himself to get the out. And that's 2 outs now. Justin Ergens is the batter now. Justin Ergens made that great play at second base in the last inning. And this one will bounce. Matt Bryant does not have it. He would have run out the throw anyway, so I'm going to book it as a hit. And Maxine 0 for 2, fly out and a ground out. Takes the first pitch for a strike as the wind continues to gust here. As Arenas takes a look at Nikoloff on first, and he'll deliver the pitch, and that one's going to be popped up. And the catch is made there by Caleb Christensen. And that takes care of the Williston Keybirds here in the top of the 5th. They leave one stranded on base, and we go now to the bottom of the 5th, as the Stars will have another chance to add to their 5-1 lead here on the Mandy's and FargoND.com scoreboard. We'll be back with more in a moment. Stay tuned.
Here's your chance to support MSPN Digital Television in one of 3 ways. First, everyone can subscribe to the MSPN YouTube channel absolutely free. Second, individuals and families can choose one of 3 monthly YouTube memberships. Third, local businesses can choose one of 2 monthly YouTube sponsorships. Visit our YouTube channel and look for and click the Join button to select the option that's best for you. For more information or to get answers to your questions about MSPN memberships and sponsorships, give us a call today at 701-491-6776.
TCI Insurance was founded in 1985 with a simple mission in mind: to protect your assets. TCI Insurance has a long history of providing insurance coverage and loss prevention solutions to the region and strives to exceed your expectations. From agriculture, business, and personal insurance, our advisors are here to help walk you through the options and equip you with the knowledge you need to choose the coverage that will best suit your current stage of life. TCI Insurance. Call 701-277-1710 or visit them at the offices in West Fargo and Wimbledon. Learn more today at tciteam.com.
Gus Wermeyer is the leadoff batter here as we reach the 1 hour, 5 minute mark of the ball game here. And that pitch will miss for ball 1. So 1 ball, no strike here. Wermeyer 0 for 1, a line drive fly out to center and a sac fly to deep left. And now this one is going out into center field. And making it was Maxine. Thought it was going a little bit more right than I expected it to, so sorry about that one. Hopefully that's not a highlight that'll go on the news tonight. A routine fly out will make it Kobe Hansen's turn. Reached on an error, and then last time he banged one into about the same spot where the fly ball went for Wermeyer just now. And he ended up getting a triple on that. And a little ground ball towards third. Nikoloff will pick it up, fire it over to first on the pick. He got it. Out 2.
Batting for the Stars, left fielder number 17, Gunnar Majorius.
A little too much effort in that. So Gunnar Majorius is 1 for 1 with a single and hit by a pitch. And ground ball foul for strike 1. A lot of people in attendance for this game. Of course, then again, it is the home team Williston, so that would explain it a little bit. Because most of their fans, I would presume, live here in town, so. One ball, 2 strikes to Gunnar Majorius. And a ground ball foul right in front of the Williston dugout. We'll stay tight at 1 and 2. Swing and a miss, strikeout. Coming up in the top of the 6th, we'll see batters 2, 3, and 4 for the Williston lineup. At the moment, that's Chase Collins, Eden Mortensen, and Connor Ekblad. pending changes. We'll take a break. We'll be back with more here on MSPN Digital Television in just a moment. Stay tuned.
Yeah, I just picked her up. We should be there in 20 minutes.
Who is it? Oh, it's him. Where is he?
I know. Yeah, I know.
Hold on.
Yeah.
All right, so welcome back to the top of the 6. Derek says, and I don't know if this is true or not, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say it is, and hopefully I don't have to eat my words later, but he says a fun fact for Williston is that Phil Affett was the founder of the Mechanical Bull after he couldn't beat Chris Zink in a mutton buster contest for charity at the Williams County Fair. Okay, now that I read that, I'm going to believe that's true because I think I recognized a couple of the names in there. So, all right, awesome. Hernandez says Ardeen Baseball Park has the best hamburgers. Their Zoe dogs and their potato salad, hands down. They said that they left last summer after the state tournament in Fargo because his son played for the Keybirds, Caleb, but now they are in Texas. So thanks for tuning in wherever you're at tonight, whether it's Texas or somewhere else. Appreciate you tuning in and sharing that little bit of that backstory there. And that one is fouled off. 1 ball and 1 strike. And a nice grab there by Renas on a big hop, and that's a 1-3 ground out for out number 1.
Go 8. Standing for the Keybird center fielder, number 9, Eden Mortensen.
And I'll say this, if I'm not responding to every comment, go ahead and talk amongst yourselves. My goal is to get as many chats as the Savannah Bananas do on their baseball broadcast. I went straight up, and for a moment I thought it was coming towards me. But instead it went towards Gus Wiermeyer. And it's out number 2.
Go Connor. Brings up first baseman number 15, Connor Ekblad.
Yeah, I heard about the Savannah Bananas like maybe 4 or 5 months ago from a friend. I had no idea who they were. I had no idea what this was about. And then all of a sudden, they're just flooding my YouTube feed. So now I know what they are about. It's rather interesting. If you haven't checked it out yet, I think you might enjoy it. The scoring was a little bit confusing to get used to at first. Because apparently, like, for example, let's say we're in the top of the 6, and let's say Williston scores 2 runs and Fargo scores 3 runs. So then at the end of that inning, nobody would have any runs, but Fargo would have 1 more point, or would have 1 point because they scored more runs in that particular inning. And that's kind of how they score it in what they call banana ball. That's not one that I want to try and program. Baseball's hard enough. I don't need to add a second category to my scoreboard. High fly ball left field. But it looks like Majerus is there, and he is.
For Williston, there's no runs on, no hits, no Fargo errors, nobody left on. Once again, baseball.
That brings us to the bottom of the 6. And coming up for the Stars in the bottom of the 6, you'll see the bats of, or I'm sorry, hang on. Yeah, okay, 1 second here. You'll see the bats of Caleb Blanchette, Ethan Dahl, and Matt Bryant. It's the 8, 9, and 1 stretch of the batting lineup for Fargo Post 400, and we got it for you here in 30 seconds. Stay tuned.
Fargo ND is your local online store where you can find something for everyone. Check out multiple items from the carry-all collection. You can also pick out that perfect sign to add to the decor of your family room, kitchen, bedroom, or even your cubicle at work. Be sure to take a peek at the odds and ends, where you will find all the little treasures that are simply too good to miss. Mandy's of Fargo ND accepts multiple forms of safe and secure payment options. Still not sure what to get? How about a gift card? Visit online at mandysoffargond.com today, where you can find something for everyone.
All right, welcome back. 5-1. Steve, on that play by Ashton Renas to end the previous inning, Steve commented during the break or why that play happened, and I was in the break and I first saw it for the first time, that this is why Ashton is my favorite player. And I was thinking during the commercial break, I might have a surprise for you, Steve. I'll tell you more about it as we go through this inning. High fly ball, but that is foul. That is foul and will not come anywhere close to being playable. So there's this app where I can create my own baseball cards, and I got pictures of every Fargo Post 400 player. So I'm going to get one of those cards made. I'll have Ashton Renas sign it, autograph it, and then you'll have to give me your mailing address. You can send it to me via our email on our YouTube channel, so you don't have to give it to everybody in the chat. And then I'll send it to you. Make sure you get a one-of-one autograph. No patch. I don't know if that would work, but 5-3 ground out works for Williston there. During the offseason, I could ask the team president if I could rip apart a jersey and send you like a patch card, but an autographed patch card of Ashton Renas. If that app sponsored us, I would give them a name drop, but wait for the official to give an account here. I got 1-1, but I don't know if that's the actual count because the scoreboard is slow in updating. Strike two. And that one's popped straight up. Chance there for Chase Collings, and he cannot make the catch. It'll drop for a strike, and it's already strike two, so that won't matter. This one's going to be going out into right center field, and making the catch there is the second baseman for out number 2.
Batting for Fargo, second baseman, number 1, Matthew Bryant.
Ball 1. Oh, ironically, more on that in a moment. That'll be a base hit out in the center field for Ethan Dahl. That brings Matt Bryant to the plate. So ironically, and I'm gonna go ahead and say it. The name of the app is Star Cards. So
for the Star center fielder number 3, Kane Mathias.
No better to get a one-of-one of a Fargo Post 400 Stars player on a Star Card branded card, right? Smashed it out into right field. And that is a base hit. And now 2 runners are on here for the Stars. But it's cool. You can create your own design. You can create your own colors. You can type in the team name, the player name, the team name. You can even flip it over on the back and write in some cool fun facts. So I'll see what I can do for you. And that will be strike one, or ball one, excuse me, to Caleb Christensen. Two balls and no strikes here to Caleb Christensen. He's 1 for 3 with a ground out, double, and a fly out. And that one drops in for a strike, 2-1. Trudy, I'll get you a card too. It'd be easy to make a duplicate, but then it wouldn't be a 1 of 1 and Steve would be upset. I'll have to figure something out there. Kelly, that's an interesting tidbit. I'll share what Kelly said here in a little bit. 2 balls and 2 strikes here to Caleb Christensen. And strike 3.
For Fargo, there's no runs on 2 hits. No Williston errors, 2 left on.
We go to the top of the 7th.
Looks like at this time, 4:30 game tomorrow at Offutt Stadium will be Dickinson versus Mandan. And the 7:30 game is undecided yet.
Oh, I thought they were going to predict the future there for a moment. Glad they didn't. All right, let's see here. Top of the 7th. It comes in 30 seconds. Stay tuned.
Just off 52nd Avenue South in Prairie Grove is your neighborhood South Fargo spot, Frank's Lounge. Frank's Lounge offers a fun, comfortable atmosphere and daily food specials you can view right as you walk in. Kristen says,
Love Frank's, our go-to place when we have company get-togethers and always get the best service. We would definitely recommend. We love Frank's Lounge.
Frank's Lounge is open daily and kids, when accompanied by an adult, are welcome all day, Sunday through Tuesday, and until 3:30 p.m. the rest of the week. Don't forget to take home a Frank's Lounge t-shirt or hat. Frank's Lounge, 2640 52nd Avenue South in Fargo. Stop in tonight.
All right, welcome back. Top of the 7th, and the Keybirds have their backs against the wall here. And we'll see if the Stars can hold them off. Well, Ashton Renas will try and go the distance for his favorite fan, Steve. Kelly may not get to see her favorite player in this inning. Maybe she will. I don't know. We're in the 5, 6, 7 part of the batting order here for Williston. That's Solberg, Johnson, and McCouston. And the pitch comes across for a strike. It's 0-1. Kelly's favorite Keybird is Max Heen, the favorite current player, I should say. But her favorite all-time Williston baseball player is Ryan Cooster. If I'm not saying that right, I apologize. But she saw him go 9 for 9 on a doubleheader back in 1978. I don't know. I'm trying to think. I think I've seen somebody go 7 for 7 in a doubleheader. I think that's my best. So you got me beat by a couple there, Kelly. That's a bouncing ball out into left field, and Gunnar Majerus will pick it up.
Keep it going, Bridger.
Solberg
Number 7, Bridger Johnson.
Gets a base hit out into left field. Jim, the umpire, likes the outside pitch. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. I've noticed that in here in this game as well. Bridger Johnson fires one to left field. And the center fielder, Kane Mathiasen, will make the catch for the first out.
Now batting for the Keybirds, catcher number 11, Colin McCushkin.
Colin McCouston. And I'm probably saying that wrong, you know. Now that John Cole told me that I was saying it wrong, I'm not confident that I'm ever going to say it right. Strike 1. And And anyone who knows me knows that I take pride in trying to make sure I get these pronounced correctly. 0-1. Doesn't matter what team they play for. I wanna pronounce it correctly, if at all possible. Outside for a ball. Derek, you sound like a guy that on during an off season on a Friday that I could have a drink with and get some pretty good stories for next baseball season. Swing and a miss on a pitch outside for out number 2, and that is a strikeout. And now Justin Ergens down to their final out. Williston is here in the top of the 7th.
Brings up second baseman number 23, Justin Ergens.
Once again, Garrett Solberg is the runner on base. Justin Ergens, Ashton Nikoloff, and Max Heen, just in case we get that far in the lineup. Ground ball towards third, that'll bounce foul. So Justin Ergens is batting, Ashton Nikoloff is on deck. Max Heen would be right behind Nikoloff if we can get that far. Then Kelly would get to see her favorite player at least one more time. But at least I said the name. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. That one's hit up high, left center field. This could be the ball game. Kane Mathiasen secures it, and that will be the ball game. The Fargo Post 400 Stars will play at 7:30 tomorrow night against their local rival, the West Fargo Patriots. And that game is at 7:30 tomorrow night. We'll have that game for you here on MSPN Digital Television. We think it'll be at Ardeen Offit Stadium. Unless the storm comes through tonight, then it might not be. But wherever it's at, we'll have that game for you here on MSPN Digital Television. So what we'll do is we'll take a break. We'll take a look at the updated bracket. Once again, your final score, the Fargo Post 400 Stars 5 and the Williston Keybirds 1. We'll take a break and come back and get you set for tomorrow here on MSPN Digital Television. Stay tuned.
Mandy's of Fargo ND is your local online store where you can find something for everyone. Check out multiple items from the carry-all collection. You can also pick out that perfect sign to add to the decor of your family room, kitchen, bedroom, or even your cubicle at work. Be sure to take a peek at the odds and ends, where you will find all the little treasures that are simply too good to miss. Mandy's of Fargo ND accepts multiple forms of safe and secure payment options. Still not sure what to get? How about a gift card? Visit online at mandysoffargond.com today, where you can find something for everyone.
Don't miss a stolen base or home run on the road to Shelby. Catch live broadcasts of all 15 games of the Central Plains Regional Tournament from Starion Bank Field in Fargo right here, exclusively on MSPN Digital Television.
Just off 52nd Avenue South in Prairie Grove is your neighborhood South Fargo spot, Frank's Lounge. Frank's Lounge offers a fun, comfortable atmosphere and daily food specials you can view right as you walk in. Kristen says,
Love Frank's, our go-to place when we have company get-togethers and always get the best service. We would definitely recommend. We love Frank's Lounge.
Frank's Lounge is open daily and kids, when accompanied by an adult, are welcome all day, Sunday through Tuesday, and until 3:30 p.m. the rest of the week. Don't forget to take home a Frank's Lounge t-shirt or hat. Frank's Lounge, 2640 52nd Avenue South in Fargo. Stop in tonight.
All right, so we take a look at the updated bracket here now that this game has gone final. And once again, I want to thank everybody who tuned in, whether you're cheering for the Stars or the Keybirds. It's been awesome chatting with you, and I hope to do it again sometime soon. It was a really fun broadcast for me tonight, and you know, since I do, I'll be just flat out honest here. Since I do broadcast the Stars every single game all year. A lot of people think of me as the Fargo Post 400 guy, which I suppose to a degree is true, but here at MSPN, we really look forward to Legion baseball, and we look forward to treating all the teams with, even if we only broadcast them once or twice or 3 times a year, to the same level and quality of broadcast that we give to the Stars in their 30 to 60 to 90 games that we do each year. So just wanted to put that out there. So with that said, and so sometimes, like I said, sometimes it's hard for me to, if I do like a Bismarck versus Mandan game, easy to be neutral. In a game like this one, maybe a little bit slightly tougher to be neutral, but I absolutely do my best, and I hope that you notice that I do my best. So with that said, taking a look at the updated bracket here, Dickinson will play Mandan in the 4:30 game tomorrow. Fargo Post 400 will play West Fargo in the 7:30 p.m. game tomorrow. And then in the 2 elimination games, which will be here at Raybon Field, the 10 a.m. game will feature the Bismarck Governors taking on the Grand Forks Royals. And then the 1 p.m. game will have the Jamestown Eagles taking on the Minot Vistas in a loser out. The winner of Bismarck and Grand Forks will get Fargo Post 2 at 10 a.m. on Thursday. And the winner of Jamestown and Minot will get Williston at the 1 p.m. game on Thursday, July 31st as well. So Dickinson and Mandan will play the 4:30 game tomorrow. And the winner of that game will get the winner of Fargo Post 400 in West Fargo. And then the winner of that game will move to the championship, and they'll await whichever team comes from the lower end of the bracket to meet them in said championship game. So that's kind of how the double elimination works. So everybody still has a chance as of right now. Everybody still has a chance. Nobody has more than 1 loss. So, we've seen some strange things over the years, and we saw. I think every game of the tournament has been a really good game up to this point. Maybe one game slightly better than the other game, but I think the most shell-shock, stunning game was the Mandan Fargo Post 2 game today. I don't think anybody expected that outcome. Maybe Mandan went in with a little bit of confidence like the Mandan fans did. I could certainly kind of tell that when they started filling in for that particular game when we were off air. But maybe it's the black jerseys that Mandan wore. I don't know. Like I said, I'd never seen them play in those black jerseys, and I really like them. So we'll see what happens. Like I said, this has been a fun tournament so far, and every game has been good. Matter of fact, this game here has had the farthest spread of any game in the tournament by 4 runs with the final score of 5-1. But every other game has been 1 run, 2 runs, or 3 runs. Grand Forks, or Mandan with the 3-0 win over Grand Forks. That was the largest margin of victory until this game when Fargo Post 400 got a margin of victory of 4. So 1 better than Mandan per se, if you want to consider that better or not. So there's a look at the bracket. The scores so far and who's playing who on what day and what time. And check our YouTube channel a little bit later tonight. We'll have some more watch links put up, but I got to get back to the hotel and make that all happen because I'm hungry and I want to go get some food. So we'll talk to you again soon. Thanks so much for tuning in. And Blaine, the loser game 5-6 is switched. Williston plays the winner of the Governors. Okay, I thought this was the revised bracket because I didn't know about that. Okay, well, what I'll do is when I get to the hotel tonight, I will find that revised bracket, and then I will update it to reflect all the scores that have happened so far. And then in tomorrow's broadcast, we will have the correct bracket and the correct who's playing who. So my apologies on that. Like I said, I thought this was the revised bracket, but I guess not. So thanks, Blaine, for bringing that to my attention. That means I have a little bit more work to do tonight, but it's all worth it because I want to make sure everything is accurate as possible. So thanks again for everything, for everybody who tuned into the game today, and we'll talk to you again sometime tomorrow here on MSPN Digital Television.
The proceeding has been a copyrighted presentation of MSPN Digital Television. Follow us online by searching MSPNDTV on YouTube and X to find broadcast schedules, on-demand broadcasts, and more. Thanks for watching MSPN Digital Television.